Today, we're celebrating the creation of the 1,000th hectare of UK priority habitat, which is a huge milestone for our CEMEX UK and RSPB conservation partnership. We're at Vales Quarry near Tamworth in Staffordshire. This quarry has now been closed after its mineral reserves have been exhausted, and we're now restoring the site back to nature conservation and UK priority habitat. Our conservation partnership with the RSPB goes back to 2009, and we launched a biodiversity strategy in 2010. One of the main objectives of that strategy was to create 1,000 hectares of UK priority habitat by 2020. It's fantastic that we're here today celebrating that milestone with the RSPB 3 years earlier than we'd originally planned. The partnership with the RSPB has not just helped create landscapes such as this, but we've been focusing on creating homes for priority species such as the turtle dove, the small blue butterfly, and even the house sparrow in urban areas such as central London. Now let's go and take a look at some of the work that we've been doing across our sites in the UK to reach this 1,000 hectare milestone.
The first hectare that we created was at Eversley Quarry in Hampshire, part of the Blackwater Valley, and the site has operated since the 1970s, providing valuable sand and gravel for construction projects in the southeast of England. We're currently working with the RSPB on the site to create 100 hectares of different habitats. The latest restoration includes the creation of reed beds to encourage bitterns, a relatively small population with around 80 breeding pairs in the UK. Unusually, the reed beds are being created in areas with a large number of magnificent oak trees, which are also great for bats. The 10th hectare that we created was at Southam Quarry in Warwickshire. This is a clay and limestone quarry, providing materials needed for the production of cement at our Rugby plant, some 11 miles away. An area of mosaic grassland has been created on capped landfill, part of the quarry which is now exhausted. This area has provided sparse, relatively bare wasteland with plenty of kidney vetch, which is an ideal habitat for the very rare small blue butterfly. Encouraging kidney vetch and the right environment has ensured that this butterfly thrives. Our 50th hectare that we created was at Vales Quarry in Flintshire in North Wales. This is a rugged coastal site covering around 75 hectares and providing consistently good quality limestone. The site has created a great home for the chough, similar to the crow family but with red bill and feet. There are only 250 to 350 breeding pairs of chough in the whole of the UK. The 100th hectare created was at Vales Quarry in Derbyshire. This 550 hectare site was acquired in the early 1980s and provides over 5 million tonnes of limestone for the construction industry, most of which is transported by rail. This site attracts the rare twite bird, and in partnership with the RSPB, a 5 hectare meadow was planted with a flower-rich mix including sorrel, which is the young twite's favourite food. Today, there are over 60 twites in this area, which is an amazing increase from the 10 seen back in 2014. The 500th hectare came at Cambers Quarry in Perthshire. Of the 1,000 hectares target we set, over 59% resulted in different sorts of grassland and 19% in open water and ponds. Cambers Moor has both grasslands and open water in abundance, providing a fantastic environment for wildfowl such as ducks and geese. Birds of prey are encouraged to make Cambers Moor their home with items such as kestrel boxes. As you know, today we're at Vales Quarry in Staffordshire, creating our 1,000th hectare of priority habitat. We're starting here with heather brushing to help create lowland heath in keeping with the surrounding land such as Cannock Chase. Heather brushing is where we take the heather cuttings from a special site containing the seeds and spread it over the land to encourage growth. Now that we've looked at the work undertaken across a number of our sites, let's talk to 2 key people who've been involved in the partnership so far.
Okay, I'm delighted to be here with Michelle Andre, who's the President for CEMEX UK, and Mike Clark, who's the Chief Executive for the RSPB. First question for Mike, how does the RSPB and CEMEX partnership work for you?
Well, first of all, it means fantastic delivery on the ground. CEMEX building biodiversity, 1,000 hectares. We couldn't do this on our own. These are some of the most important habitats, very vulnerable, very limited in area, and we're now putting them back into the countryside. So that has been, I suppose, what it's all been about.
And Michelle, how do you see the partnership going forward for CEMEX and UK?
I think this partnership, will just continue. I think this is, a very good start. I want to see it as a journey. Today we are celebrating a very important milestone.
And a final question to both of you. Do you see any other benefits from working together in partnership?
Absolutely. I think one of the critical ingredients that's been between CEMEX and RSPB here, but actually it's part of both, being part of bigger global organisations. RSPB is part of BirdLife and CEMEX obviously is a major global player. It's allowed us to go from thinking local, acting local and thinking globally. Here we're delivering on the ground, but we're also working together, looking at how we can help achieve a better future, not just here, but working across borders in a way that absolutely is what's needed for nature conservation.
Yeah, I think that what we have been doing together is a good demonstration of what sustainability is. We are reconciling the economy part, the society part and the environment. And as a CEO of a company, I do see that we have contribution and we have to have contributions towards something that is greater to us, that goes beyond our natural boundaries. I would say that is society.
Thank you very much to both of you for your time here today.